If you're painting this black and running around the streets pretending to shoot people, you are going to get in trouble. Don't do that, just use it for martial arts. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about the rubber training gun we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. I'm going to talk about what it's made from, why it's this colour, why you'd want to train with this particular weapon, who uses it, and at the end I'm going to put together a short montage of people doing martial arts with training guns. Hi, my name's Doug Swift. I've been doing martial arts for the past 33 years and the owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 16 years. If you're liking this video, click the little icon in the bottom right hand corner, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest videos from Enso Martial Arts. So let's get into this video and learn all about the rubber training gun we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. So about 4 years ago we had Matt Hill come in and do an interview at the shop, and I also got him to do a little review on the rubber training gun. Now Matt's got a crazy amount of experience, loads in Aikido, and now currently teaches Systema not far off from the shop over in another town near to Bristol. Yeah, he did a little review on the rubber training gun, and I thought I'd just extend that video and give you way more information so you know exactly what you're buying when you get the rubber gun from us at Enso. So there's not that many traditional martial arts these days that will do gun defenses. As you can expect, guns haven't been around that long, so if you've got a long history of traditional martial arts, then they haven't really been around for the techniques to develop. So you tend to find them in much more modern styles of martial arts, like self-defense based stuff. However, they do pop up in occasionally. You get some systems that have brought them in a little bit, and they tend to be the more sort of close contact styles, say like some jiu-jitsu styles, traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu styles, and you know, and other related systems like that. You'll get people doing a bit of training. Ones that do like wrist locks and arm locks may bring in rubber gun defenses, maybe as an add-on or like a bolt on, but you know, they kind of feature a bit more in some syllabuses, but it's not that common, to be honest. Fairly recently, maybe, I mean actually they've probably been going on a while, but like come onto the scene in terms of gaining popularity, like yeah, Krav Maga, Systema, and then the self-defense systems, the Casey fighting fast defense systems. But the ones that have like a military side to them, like Krav and Systema, will do more training, like gun training defenses, than most of the others. It does exist in most of the self-defense systems these days, along with the knife defenses. Majority it's the military systems that are really going to be doing gun defenses. Now, in the UK, we don't have a lot of guns. It's not like gun crime. They always say in the media that it's rising and whatever, but in terms of overall crimes and sort of violent attacks, guns don't feature that much. It's not that common that guns feature in the UK. So the need for doing gun defense is a lot less than say maybe somewhere like the States, where guns are a lot more prevalent. So self-defense systems will concentrate mainly on knife defenses or just empty hand attacks. But yeah, the rubber training guns, it's useful to know, and it's useful and a bit of fun to have a play with the gun, just because it's something different, it keeps you occupied, and it's a very different way of looking at self-defense. So let's just have a look at this rubber gun. Now, in the old days, we used to get these kind of block guns. I mean, this is kind of like 15-20 years ago, and it was just a block with a hole in it that you could hold. They weren't that good to use, and they were quite a soft rubber, so they bent quite a lot. They weren't very hard. These guns, painted yellow for obvious reasons. There's no confusion with this and a real gun, so you can't walk into the shop and try and like steal the till with this. No one's going to believe that, which is very excellent. So it's painted yellow, and occasionally you see some that are painted like bright orange or bright green as well. Now it is a much sturdier rubber, so it is very hard. So again, if someone was trying to do like an attack with these, you can practice like defending against being smacked with the end of the gun. But yeah, in terms of if you're doing self-defense techniques and you're grabbing the thing and twisting it, then it is gonna withstand that punishment of being twisted around and chucked and smacked a bit, which is really good. Also, this loop on the gun, again, you can use You can use the strength of the gun to like twist up people's fingers and do locks and holds and whatnot. So it is, in terms of its strength, very usable for self-defense, very durable, and yeah, exactly what you want for self-defense training. Like I said, because it is rubber, it does give a bit, so you're not hitting someone with like a really hard metal object, which obviously hurt a bit more, but it's still going to give you a bit of a clonk if you get clocked with it. Now, there's a little bit of controversy about doing defenses against guns. I mean, the speeds of bullets out of a gun that would be similar to this looking one is just so fast, the chances of survival are almost zero. So I've had a few sort of military people come in and express how ridiculous they think doing gun defenses is, just because to think that you're going to have a chance if that gun is fired, it is so remote, it's not worth sort of installing fake ideas into someone's head. Now, you know, I do agree with them. I do think it's arguably an irresponsible thing to train people, and the same could be said for knife defenses. However, for me, martial arts is a practice that you enjoy, and it's a process that you go through, and it's really an interesting like activity to do. So yes, some people do it because they want to learn how to defend themselves, and any type of self-defense training is going to increase your odds of being safe. However, like the gun defenses, I just think it's a really interesting way of looking at martial arts. It's very different from other types of self-defense techniques, and it just makes you consider different options, gets you moving in a different way, approaching like a theoretical attacker in a different way. So I do think they're important to train. I do think it's interesting, but I think it's arguably wrong to teach people to think they can dodge bullets, or if someone pulls out a gun, like the first option of doing a gun defense is the best option. Interesting to train with, really different angle on martial arts, and I do think it's important to have gun defenses as part of a self-defense syllabus. Now, just a little disclaimer, just a little word of warning. If you did want to paint this thing black, it is going to look like a real gun. If you're painting this black and running around the streets pretending to shoot people, you are going to get in trouble. It's likely that armed police will come out and like give you a lot of problems. So don't do that. Keep it yellow. It's bright yellow for a reason. It's not meant to look like a real gun, just act like a real gun. So they do paint them bright yellow for a very good reason. If you paint it black and start running around the street with it on your headgear, and yeah, you are going to get problems for doing that. So don't do that. Just use it for martial arts, in training, in a class, and you'll have absolutely no problems. So just having a look at some of the dimensions, I'll put all the dimensions of this on the website so you don't necessarily have to remember it, but the length of the gun is 8 inches or 20 centimeters. In terms of the height, you're looking at just over 5 inches, 13 centimeters. Just having a look at the weight, it weighs in 340 grams. So yeah, nice weight in your hand. It does feel like you're holding a gun. Not that I ever have, so I don't know how heavy they are, but it does have a nice weight to it. So at Enso Martial Arts, we have quite a wide range of self-defense weapons to use in self-defense training. So as well as the rubber gun, we also have the unbreakable cold steel training knives, the cold steel one and the peacekeeper one. We also have the basic rubber training knife and the aluminium training knife. We have 2 wooden tantos, the red oak and the white oak, and 2 types of kubatans, silver, like this one, and black. We also have 2 types of American Kogas, and also a whole range of other martial arts weapons, including nunchucks, swords, eskrima sticks. Go and have a look on the website and check it all out. So as promised at the beginning of the video, here's a short montage of people doing gun defenses in martial arts. Thanks very much, I hope it was useful. I hope you learned loads about the rubber training gun we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. If you like this video, remember to subscribe to the channel and get all the latest videos and updates from Enso Martial Arts. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!